Cheers! And welcome to the Dano channel! Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano with a different kind of video for you today. We're going to be talking a little bit about news, some new Star Wars, Disney stuff that's come out recently that unfortunately I'm not able to be a part of, but I found it interesting and fun news. So first thing we're going to kick it off with is lightsaber news. Disney Parks blog has just put out a post today. Let me share the screen with you guys so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. Padawan Caleb Dume lightsaber is going to be heading towards Doc Ondar's collection of Legacy Lightsabers coming very soon. Looks like as of today, winning vote for the next Legacy Star Wars lightsaber is revealed. And it's not normal Kanan Jarrus, it's specifically Padawan Caleb Dume from Bad Batch. I don't know what the difference is. They look the same. When Kanan Jarrus was put in the vote for the previous one a year or two ago, the one that Cal Kestis won, it looked like it was the same model. It was just a different angle in the picture, but it looked very similar. Either way, I'm stoked. I'm really, really glad that this one won out of any. So Jenna De Pellegrini writes, Star Wars fans rejoice! I have some brand new updates that I think you're going to be excited about. It's no mystery why lightsabers have been the subject of awe and admiration from all who have ventured into the Star Wars galaxy to the Jedi Knights. Lightsabers represent so much more than combat. They're a symbolic badge of honor to those who serve the will of the Force. In the hands of the Sith, the power they wield can take on a whole different meaning. As the Star Wars galaxy expanded through films, television shows, books, games, and comics, so has the lore surrounding lightsabers. As more Jedi and Sith appeared within the galaxy, new fighting styles, blades, and hilts became available for fans to learn about and appreciate. Undoubtedly, they become iconic pop culture icons that have stood the test of time, and fans around the world have shown their appreciation and impressive collections. Back in May, during Celebration, we announced the opportunity to vote for the next Legacy Lightsaber hilt. Right here on the blog. We've tallied the results and the wait is finally over. You answered the call. The Legacy Lightsaber hilt with the winning vote was Padawan Caleb Dume. That's so cool. So it goes into a little bit more about Caleb Dume. Let's see here. Is there a reason? Did they give us anything good here? Once known by Caleb Dume, Kanan Jarrus survived the Emperor's Purge, going underground for years, hiding the truth about who he really was. Carrying a lightsaber openly in the age of the Empire would have given away his affiliation as a Jedi, so he kept his lightsaber in pieces on... Oh, please tell me this comes apart. Please tell me this comes... The hilt... Or the emitter comes apart? I hope so. So he kept his lightsaber in pieces on his belt, only to be assembled when necessary, and an overwhelming majority, more than half of you, voted for Kanan's lightsaber to be added to Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Lucky for us, he's happy to oblige your request. Stay tuned to Disney Parks blog for an update on when this collectible lightsaber will become available. My guess is next year. I wouldn't expect it that soon. If it just won, it's probably going to be 8 months or so till it shows up. That's my guess. We don't know. They didn't say. So before you go asking, when's it available? We don't know. We don't know yet. I'm sure someone will still ask. We also revealed a first look at the new Koon Legacy Lightsaber hilt. Nice. I'm thrilled to announce fans will soon be able to purchase this collectible at Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities, both Disneyland and Disney World in Florida, beginning July 8th. Nice. Legacy lightsabers. I know you guys love them. This is actually a cool one. It's a very plain looking lightsaber. It really is. Like, the pieces look like they're pieces of other lightsabers put together. It looks very much like a Darth Maul. But I actually like this one. I like this one a lot, actually. I think it's pretty cool. What's interesting is the Sith box underneath in that picture. You see the top one is definitely Koon. What's the Sith box underneath? I just don't know. I don't collect Legacy lightsabers, so I don't know it off the top of my head. I know it's not new, but I just want... Maybe that's the... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate. Last but certainly not least, one more exciting update to share. Created especially for Walt Disney World Resort and Disneyland Resort. Limited edition Ahsoka Tano Legacy Lightsaber hilt, perfect for any collector or Ahsoka fan. With a stunning case that plays Ahsoka's theme song when open. The set includes 2 lightsabers. We've seen this stuff before. The one she uses in Rebels includes individual number limited edition plaque. They made 6,000 of these limited edition sets. And the rest of that limited quantity, it looks like, will be available for purchase at Doc Ondar's in Disney World on July 1st while supplies last. So I believe these were $400 for the set. So, there you go. Which Legacy Lightsaber hilt are you most looking forward to adding to your collection? That's cool news. I'm actually pretty stoked on that. I don't collect either of those, but I might pick up a Caleb Dume. I don't like Legacy sabers, man. Now, hopefully by the time that comes out, I will have a Jamu's blade, because that's, I think, the way to go as far as this stuff is. The Jamu, it's like this guy hasn't made them in months. Like, I've been watching, people even send me messages all the time. You know about Jamu blade? I do. I really want one. It's a custom NeoPixel blade that works in Legacy lightsabers and Savis that just kind of kicks it up a notch. $300 for a blade costs more than a saber, but if it makes it that much cooler and I can use it with all my Sabi sabers, I might just start collecting Legacy sabers. You know what I'm saying? That makes it worth it. But all that lightsaber news aside, what else do we got here? Oh, you know what we got? We got some fun stuff over on Twitter. This is why I had my Camtono out. Why I poured myself a little something, something. The Disney, is it Disney Wish? Disney Wish, the new Disney cruise ship, just opened. So all the press is doing their little tours and stuff and finding out about it. And there's a Hyperspace Lounge. So I'm going to actually, let's start with the Hyperspace Lounge. There is some, I'm going to show you that this is the thing that blew up on Twitter. You got to see this. You got to see this. There is an expensive, the most expensive drink in the galaxy. Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge of the Disney Wish has a $5,000 Kyber crystal drink. Why is it spelled like that? Why is it I don't understand why it's spelled like Kyber crystal. I'm more worried about that than the $5,000 part. The $5,000 part's ridiculous. But let's be real here. Disney did that as a headline grabber. You put something for $5,000 for one drink on your menu, it's to get people riled up and talking about it, which I'm literally doing right now. So good marketing ploy. I'm not upset about it. People spend your money however you want to spend your money. Do I think it's ridiculous? Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. But let's look at this presentation here. Look at this. This thing opens it. It's like what I've got. Okay, that's much slower and there's smoke. That looks like 3 drinks. Look at that. That literally looks like just 3 drinks. One guy pulls out 2, one guy drank 1, and there's a large thing in the middle. Watch it again. It's gonna open. That looks like 3 drinks. They're shot size. They're tiny babies. Tiny. This guy.
Cheers and welcome on board the Disney Wish.
There you go. Cheers and welcome on board the Disney Wish. That is crazy. I love this reply to it. I love how the device in Empire Strikes Back was just an ice cream maker from the late 70s, and now it's a $5,000 drink tray. That's so crazy. Now, I wasn't sure the $5,000 price was right, but Attractions Magazine here actually posted a picture of the menu, which we'll get into too. Notice Cloud City, it's a different drink. Oat milk, blue raspberry, and ice cream for $7. But for $24, you can get that with a Porg souvenir glass. Now, that's the same souvenir glass they sell at Oga's. Is a much more expensive drink than $24, if I remember correctly. I believe it was like 30-something at Oga's. So, I think it's like 35 at Oga's. So, but also the drink's cheaper, so maybe that factors in. I don't know. Same thing with the Temple Twist. It's a non-alcoholic kids drink, but you can get it with a Porg souvenir glass for $24. Just something interesting. But then we have the Kyber crystal. Doesn't even tell us what's in it. The galaxy's rarest and not even most valuable, but the galaxy's rarest and valuable cocktail. $5,000. I mean, that is crazy. Here's more of the menu. Actually, let me pull that up. I want to look at these pictures. Flight of the Skywalker, intergalactic tour through the wines of the galaxy, I guess. Then we got Galaxy Brews. Nothing looks too crazy on that end. What's the next picture? We saw this zero proof stuff. That's fine. Asteroid Belt Pickled Minnock. What is that? Oh, that sounds cool. This is a cocktail. Is it / pickled Minnock? Proudly serving to any party goer eager to fuel up. Código 1530 artisanal mezcal, Cointreau blood orange, Bailey salted caramel. I'm gonna have to try that. Add a Hyperspace Lounge glass with purchase of any cocktail. Now I'm gonna show you what those. Oh, nobody's talking about Hyperfuel. Coaxium Trio for $250. What is the Hyperfuel? Someone says on the side, it looks cheap by comparison. It does look cheap by comparison. I want to know more about this Hyperfuel, Coaxium Trio, and the Hyperspace Lounge glasses are literally just Star Cruiser glasses. Seriously, not the one I paid $24 for. They're selling here for $12. Weird. But this Asteroid Belt, I'm going to try and find. I'm going to probably go hit the store tonight and buy the stuff for that and see how that tastes. Next up, what is it? Batuu Spire Sunset. Why are the slashes? The slashes are weird. Grown on the sides of the planet's petrified spires, Saigon, Bagur, Kumquat, Lychee, and Coconut. That sounds really interesting. Mustafar. Oh, these are the planets. That makes more sense. So it's called Birkin's Flow. So the other one was Asteroid Belt, but it was called. Okay, I get it now. This one's from Mustafar. Birkin's Flow from the largest lava fall in the galaxy. Selva Ray Coconut. Rum Chata, Godiva Chocolate, and Coconut Water. Weird. That's a really weird drink. From Coruscant, there's the Chancellor, enjoyed by the Senate elite members. Hennessy James. Calvados Menorval, 1972. That sounds expensive. when they put a year on it, it just sounds expensive. And then Moons of Endor, a mix of herbs and berries from the Forest Moon surface. Belvedere, Blackberry, Lemongrass, Amaretto, and Velvet. Wow. Okay. And then we've got Tatooine Freetown Reserve, made of bantha hides mashed with fermented grains. Woodford Reserve, double oaked for $20. Okay. We got some fancy cocktails. And that hyper, I'm going to go back, that hyper fuel. What is it for $250? I got to know. I got to know what the heck that is. All right, there is from Attractions Magazine also a tour of the building. So let's put that on, and I want to see what... I haven't watched this. I watched a TikTok or something with a picture. Look, there's the poured glass. You see that? Right in the middle, there's a poured glass. The one on the left, on the top with the bulb, that's from Star Cruiser. Poured glass is from Oga's. And then on the right is the other one from Star Cruiser, that the Mustafarian lava thingy comes in. I have all of those. Literally all of those. And they're just charging $12 more for them. Interesting. It's on a cruise ship, so you're already paying out the nose for it. Oh, that looks like a bottle of Fluke from Star Cruiser also. So it's got a very Star Cruiser vibe, except for it says Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. Star Cruiser would never say Star Wars on it. So I'm going to pause right here. This is what I saw in another video. And it's hard, because I know firsthand that sometimes when you have stuff like this in video, it doesn't translate well to what it looks like in real life. But right off the bat, when I saw the footage I saw yesterday afternoon, what I'm seeing here now kind of confirms it. This is a very plain looking room. I mean, there's the yellow things and it looks cool, but it looks a little small. It is on a cruise ship, so that makes sense. And people said the same thing about Sublight Lounge, and that is small, but it feels nice in there. So I can't speak to how this actually feels. It probably feels very similar to the way Sublight Lounge feels, because it looks like it's probably about the same size, actually. But it just does look a little plain to me, as someone who's not actually in the room. The walls are very white. Very white walls. I don't see a ton of seating. There's 1, 2, 3, probably 4 or 5 booths. 2, maybe 3 or 4 tables, and then bar seating. Not a ton of room. Not a ton of room. I like those little mushrooms in the thing. I do like the little creatures and all the little, the life they've got on the walls. That's cool looking. Is that a TIE Fighter? Oh, that's like a little hologram of a TIE Fighter. That's cool. That's very much like Sublight Lounge. I hope that changes periodically and shows something else. The little lamps are neat. The circular yellow lamps. I don't know if there's enough of them. I like the little plaques behind the statues too. That's pretty cool. Oh, a little Togruta. I don't believe that's Ahsoka specifically. I'm just trying to get a good look at those lamps. So this is one side of it. I'm just going to keep pausing just because I'm like, wow, this is very, very interesting. Oh, see, I like that. Look at that. I like that window. That window looks cool. You've got the Star Destroyers. You're outside of a planet. Very, very Star Cruiser feeling. Now, notice the bottles on the back. I don't know if they rebottled all of their alcohol, but they all have the consistent bottle size, so it's not, you don't see brands, right? You just see, I mean, they're all very similar shaped, at least. That's interesting. I wonder, I mean, that's definitely a conscious choice. But I'm going to link this video from Attractions Magazine down below so you guys can check it out and watch it yourself. But wow, how do you guys feel about this? Like, yes, it's overpriced. $5,000 for one drink is insane. But again, that's a publicity stunt, right? Like, that's, of course Disney's going to do something like that because they know we're all going to talk about it. So I'm not outraged at it all. I think it's funny. Would I ever do it? No way. That's no way. I'd rather go on Star Cruiser 3 times because I could go on Star Cruiser 3 times for that much money. Because I paid $17.51 when I split it with adults. I know people say $5,000 is the whole cruise. It is if you're just one person, or maybe if you're 2 people. But as one person who went in a group with others, which I would be the only way to go on Star Cruiser for me, yeah, I'd rather do that 3 times than pay $5,000 for the one drink. I just think it's funny. But I do want to know what's in it. If anybody finds out and gets confirmation of what's in that... Sorry, my watch is coming up. Have you seen my watch, by the way? I decided, I just want to show you this because it's a new project I just came up with. And if you're following me on Instagram over at the Dano channel, no longer Dano Flores, but the Dano channel, take a look. Ooh. Put him a code. Check it out. I decided to get some watches from 1999. These are 2 different watch bands, but they're pod racer themed. And I just used the photo app to make a little pod racer style watch. So yeah, fun stuff. I want to know your thoughts. Are you excited for lightsabers? Are you ever going to go on the Disney Wish? As outlandish as some of this stuff is, I would probably pay the $250 to figure out what that hyperfuel mix thing is. I don't know, or split it with someone. That's the move. But 3 people, $75 each, right? Something like that. I think I can math. That seems maybe something I would rather try and do rather than the $5,000 3 drink. Even if I split that with people, no way, not worth it to me. But what do you guys? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you stoked on Plo Koon? You gonna go pick up Ahsoka's lightsaber? Are you gonna be waiting in line forever for the Caleb Dume once it drops? Leave it all down below, and if you haven't subscribed, do so right now. Turn on all the bells. That way you don't miss a live stream, because next week we're gonna be doing another live Tuesday night. We're making it a thing. Tuesday night party, little Night Owls action. We're gonna be watching Twilight of the Apprentice. No, we already watched Twilight of the Apprentice. We're gonna be watching Holocrons of Fate and Twin Suns from Star Wars Rebels. 2 very important episodes dealing with Obi-Wan, since we're hot off the end of Obi-Wan. We're going to keep watching these different episodes every week until the next series drops, which I believe is Bad Batch Season 2, and then we're going to get Andor. So every Tuesday night, be ready for some late night shenanigans. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, don't be a moof milker, be the spark.